Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll With It. I'm your host, Petra Petty, and today I have a very special guest, Charles.
Hello.
We tried to record this back in November.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
And I was new to this and the audio did not record. But I found an easier way to do it, so let's get started with how you found me.
All right. So I found you on Instagram because I follow like every Sabrina fan page, and then I found out you had a main account. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then I saw like how much stuff like you wanted to do like to improve your school, and I thought like that's dope. Like that's cool. Like she's amazing that she wants to do that, and I just thought you were like really cool, and you were standing up for yourself, which is great. Like I just thought it was super cool. Like you were super cool.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, the first few times you DM'd me, I was like scared it was like a weirdo because you didn't have no posts, and I
Oh
was
yeah.
okay, and then
yeah.
I'm like, I'll just test it, and if anything weirds me out, I'll blog.
Right, yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So first of all, I think we have a lot in common when it comes to like being adopted and stuff like that. So if you're comfortable, how did being adopted affect your life?
It's a little weird, to be honest, sometimes, because you have to explain to people like all the time, and when I talk about both sets of my parents, I have to like explain like my biological parents and then my adoptive parents, and sometimes it's kind of annoying and time consuming, but I love being adopted because I'm in a better place now, but sometimes it still hurts me that I couldn't be with my biological family.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bittersweet thing.
Yeah, it's like dang.
And then, I hate the question, do you have any siblings? Because I'm like, well, yeah, I do. They are my siblings, but also I'm an only child.
Yeah.
So I grew up an only child. So I had that only child syndrome.
Or I hate when you tell them you're adopted and they apologize.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you apologizing?
It's not your fault.
Yeah. Or they'll make assumptions about you, and you're just like, that is not at all what happened.
Yeah, and sometimes I think how I get treated different now.
Yeah.
Because my family's all white.
Yeah.
And I feel like people don't bat an eye, but if I was, Yeah. It's just interesting, the dynamics of it.
And when you say oh yeah, I'm adopted, people assume your life is just like the movie Annie. Yeah. And it's that is not at all what happened.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, I want to ask you, do you have any disabilities? That can count as mental health or anything like that.
I have depression and anxiety. So I
too.
deal with that from time to time. But
me too. It's hard.
It is. We power through it, and sometimes it's worse than others, but we gotta push through it and know that we're strong.
All I have to say is therapy works wonders, and also medication is my best friend.
That is true. That is so true.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'd be without therapy.
Yeah. Okay. Have you unknowingly been or participated in ableism?
No, but there was like one time where, because my brother, he's deaf and blind, not completely, but there would be times where people would bully him, and I wouldn't like add on to the bullying, but I would feel bad for myself because I'm like, oh, he's blind and deaf, and people hate him for that, and like I didn't know where I would fit in with that, and I just kept quiet. I didn't really stand up for him, which now I think to myself, like, I should have done so much more. Like, I should have told them to stop calling him names and treating him differently because he is blind and deaf. And yeah, if I could go back in time, I would, do better.
Yeah. I feel like it's a dynamic with siblings where, like, I know me and my sister used to fight all the time and like make fun of each other. So I think when you're younger, you're just like, oh, it's no big deal.
Yeah, like whereby. Yeah.
Yeah. How did you learn from it?
I think like as I got older, I realized that like he's a person and he's my brother. Like I would do anything to protect him, and I'm just like, why did I think that growing up? Like he's my brother. Like I should stand up for him no matter what situation it is.
Yeah, and I think it's hard because we do live in an ableist society.
Yeah.
That's just how it is, and even disabled people can have ableism, internalized ableism, and you don't even realize it until you're like, oh, okay. But the thing is that you learn from it, and not most people learn from it, unfortunately.
It's good because nowadays people are educating people about it, which is good because there are some people out there that really do need to be educated.
Yeah. Yeah. I think even though there's a lot of wrong in this world, I think we're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
At least I hope we are.
Yeah, right? We should go in the right direction.
Yeah. Okay. What, if any, accommodations does your school have for disabled people?
That's a tough question because we don't have a lot of accommodation. We do have paras that help the disabled people out in our school, which I feel is really good.
Do they let them in like the general population, like in classrooms and stuff?
Not really. They kind of separate them, but we have a program which is like Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, and we do have some disabled people in our the program, and we always accommodate their needs and we accept them and stuff. But other than that, they're really separated off, which kind of sucks, and it's not really fair.
Yeah, because I know at my school, me and another girl in my class were like the only two disabled, like physically disabled students in the general population, because we didn't need the like. Well, I did have an IEP, but I didn't need the education stuff.
Yeah.
So they just changed it to a 504 instead. Because it offers all the same things except for the special education aspect. But yeah, I feel like schools don't really think about that at all.
I agree.
They just think that we're all like stupid, I think, and not smart, which is not true.
And I feel like it's not only like the staff that feel that way, but the students as well. Because I'll hear people calling, like, they'll call them like the sped kids, and I just like want to go up to them and be like, stop talking, or like
that makes me angry. That and the R word too.
Yeah.
I'm like, it makes me cringe. I'm like, there's so many other more intelligent words than that.
Exactly.
It doesn't even sound good at all.
Exactly. Like, why do people feel the need to say that? We had a disabled lunch monitor. He was the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He did eventually quit though. I think he works at Target now. I think I just recently saw him. But people would constantly call him names, and I was just like, you need to stop. Like, just because he is different from you doesn't mean you need to call him names or treat him differently.
And like, do they think that he doesn't already know it?
Yeah.
Like, we already know that we're different. You don't have to tell us.
Exactly.
Like, my school, the kids in my class and stuff were pretty good. I mean, no one messed with me except one time, and the other kids threatened to beat him up.
Oh my gosh.
If he didn't stop bullying me. So he stopped.
Oh wait, someone set up for you. Okay, that's good. That's good.
They're like, we're going to wait until you're in a park alone, and we're going to beat you up if you don't leave her alone. And then he did.
That's good. That's good.
So that's good. But also there's some things that the kids say, I'm just like, life's too short. Too short to engage in it.
Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah, and my school, like, oh my god, they hosted an abilities week, and they like crossed out the dis.
Oh gosh.
And I'm like, oh no.
Would have protested against it.
I did. I didn't participate. I didn't outright say anything because the proceeds did go to the life skills class. But I was like, can't we change the... It just like made my heart hurt. Aww. And then they had like an inclusion day. And I'm like, I posted something very petty, and I said, yeah, the school wants to preach inclusion, but yet can't get an elevator in Central Irving.
They don't have elevators at your school?
Central has a lift that is a health hazard, so.
Oh. Yeah. We have elevators at our school.
That's good. But yeah, that was just yeah. I'm like, I only have another month. It's not worth it. So what is your goal in life? Like, what are some things that you want to do?
I do want to write a book, and I want to get my story out there, and I want to like sign copies. That's probably weird, but like I just do. I like.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to do, and I just want to be an author. Something I really want to do. Get like my words out there, and I really want to thrive for suicide prevention because I feel like that's something that's really important to me, and I want to like educate people about how they can prevent it and stop it from happening.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm passionate about too, is along with the end overdose.
Yeah, and
Stuff.
overdose. I follow them too.
I'm very passionate about that. Just because I feel like there's so much misinformation about addiction and like stuff like that. So,
and from like someone who's seen like addiction firsthand, when people talk about it, I just want to. Sometimes I want to correct them because their opinions against it make me mad sometimes. And
my favorite thing is when someone says something offensive about it, and then I correct them, and then they're like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," and then I'm like, "I was born addicted," and they're like, "Oh, okay." See, I'm like, if anyone should be mad, it's me,
right?
And exactly. I'm not, so yeah, it's just, yeah. The book thing, I read your, is it on Wattpad?
Yes, it is. It's, what story was it? 52 Confessions?
Yeah, that was really good.
Thank you.
Like, really good.
It's not done yet, but I need to sit down and write it because
yeah, I was interested. I was
Thank
like, so do you have any questions for me?
What was it like to graduate, and do you still want to, like, are you still hoping to change the school you went to?
Graduation was nerve-wracking. I blocked it out. I was so scared. I was like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. And I did it.
That's
and good. Yeah, that was stressful.
I bet.
For no reason also, because
there's a lot of people there.
I know. My class was like 100 and something, or 200 and something.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And the other school in my town had like 12. So we're big. We're a big school.
A lot of people.
And yes, I do still hope to change the school.
That's good.
It's just I kind of have to play it smart and think about my strategy, because I do not want the superintendent to like have any ammo against me.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he sees it different than I do, and I'm like, but that's what happened. Okay. Yeah, I do hope to change. There's a lot of things that need change.
Yeah.
Like
for a lot of schools, we need to change like, a lot of the schools.
And, yeah, I think he's scared of me because I'm kind of. When I was little, he didn't have to worry about me opening my mouth and just going with the flow. But now I'm a loose cannon, especially now that I don't go to that school.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that I was scared before, because I'm like, what is he going to do? Suspend me? That just makes him
up.
That just makes him look worse. You know? So I do hope to do that. Anything else? Any other questions?
I don't think so at the moment.
So I saw that you finished reading Madison Beer's book.
I did. I read it in like 2 hours.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was amazing because, like, it was amazing. Like, I don't listen to her music very often. I know like a few songs, but I like love reading memoirs. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna read this. And I read it and I was like, oh my gosh, like I can really relate to some of the stuff she went through, and it was amazing just like reading her journey and becoming her. And I thought she was very strong and powerful, empowering woman.
Yeah, she empowered me to kind of say stuff about my mental health that I had never said before.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
like not be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
And realizing that talking about it helps.
Yeah, it does.
And that memoir was just one of the best, because typical, I was nervous because I'm like, I hope it's good. I'm really picky about memoirs, and like memoirs are not my favorite type of book. I'm more of a Colleen Hoover girly over here. Like, but I was blown away. I was interested, and you think you know everything about your favorite artist.
That is so true.
Especially since I came into the fandom kind of later, right?
Yeah.
Like for 2 or 3 years when Life Support came out. I think after the Life Support virtual concert that I attended, I think that's when the session started. But yeah, I just think she's incredibly strong, and like I don't know how she keeps her composure.
Yep. Yeah. I was like, go her. Like,
because I was like, if people said half of the stuff that she gets told.
Yeah, exactly. I would be, I don't know. I would like.
I don't know why people hate her so much.
I think people just have no life sometimes. And they just like to bully people for no reason.
And she's like, damned if she does, damned if she doesn't. Because if she addresses something, she gets bullied on that. If she doesn't, she gets bullied on that. So it's like, what do you want?
Exactly. Like, what do people want from these celebrities that are just doing the things they love?
Is there any pop culture world events you want to discuss? I can't really think of much going on except for that Colleen Ballinger thing.
Oh my god! Yeah, for real.
Oh my god!
I was blown away. I was like, what? Because like I never like supported her, but when I found out about it, I was like, oh my gosh, like what the heck
is going on here? To keep this in, but oh my god, I've been dying to talk to someone about this because I was a supporter, like a hardcore supporter. I'm just lucky I did not spend my money on her. Because I remember when the 2020 stuff came out. But when she did that, like, addressing everything video, I was manipulated by her because I was young and just thought, oh, okay. But no. And there's more stuff coming out. And she's still doing like shows and meet and
still going on like it didn't happen. Like
she has not posted. I wonder what she can't really say much.
True.
Especially with the Ella thing, because Ella was like a super fan, right? And she was very sick with I can't remember what. But Colleen would make fun of her behind the scenes.
That's terrible.
And I'm just like, What?
Well, I can't believe I supported her. Like that would be my thought process. I would be like,
yeah,
oh my God.
and I'm like, how dumb are you? Like, don't you realize that teenagers, we screenshot everything?
Yeah, right.
Especially conversations with celebrities. Are you kidding me? Like, it's just mind blowing because I would have never expected that from her at all.
I think sometimes like there will be celebrities that we look up to so much, and then they do something wrong, and it makes you like, oh, I didn't think they would do that, and then you're just like, oh.
It feels like I've lost like a family member.
Right?
Because I used to watch her every single day up until 3 weeks. Actually, a month ago, I go through that sometimes where I like stop watching someone for a little bit.
Yeah.
But still, she would like every single day. And if there wasn't a video, I would be sad about it. And now I'm just like, I feel betrayed.
You're right to have that feeling. And it sucks that she's not saying anything about it because, like...
Yeah, and then selling merch that says canceled on it.
Wait, what?
Selling merchandise that says canceled on it. Because that's the name of her tour.
Oh. Interesting.
Wouldn't you pull that off the shelves just for the time being? Like, weird. And like the family vlogger stuff. I mean, I used to think she was like the one who did it like well, but now I'm just like, I know stuff about her children that I should not know. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just mind blowing to me.
And it came my mind too.
And it came out of nowhere.
I know. I was just scrolling on TikTok and I was like, oh my God, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm glad that I'm old enough now that I can be like, no matter what she says, I'm never going to support her again. Because back in 2020, I was like 14.
Yeah. Like we were young. You didn't know. And then now you're like, oh, whoa. Like you finally understand something you didn't know before.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, weird. And the whole family just what weird. Do you think like, non-disabled people like yourself can do to support disabled people more?
I would say like, what's the word? Protest. Like with them. Like make signs and like
become active.
Like, yeah, because like even though like,
educate yourself.
Yeah, that is educate yourself. I think that's a good one, especially like young teens nowadays. They should really educate themselves because even though it's not them, we're still human and we need to support each other, bring each other up instead of bring each other down.
Yeah, like in school, they don't talk about disabled history. They'll mention something about the ADA and then, like, not go into it. And it's actually, have you seen the documentary on Netflix called Crip Camp?
I don't think so.
I'll have to send it to you. It's on YouTube for free, too.
Okay. I have Netflix too, so.
Okay, but it's such... I learned about stuff that disabled people were crazy back in the day. Like, getting drunk and doing drugs and just, like, being crazy. But it's basically on the disability revolution. like how the 504 got signed.
Oh, wow.
The ADA got signed, just everything. And it's very interesting. And I'm like, I'm surprised schools don't talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to know about Christopher Columbus. Like, are you kidding me? But yeah, I think that's a good thing. Protesting is definitely a good thing, even if it's on social media.
Yeah.
And not even in person. And there's a lot of virtual events for disabled protests.
Okay.
Because they want to make sure it's accessible to everyone, and they realize that not everyone can get out and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different workshops and just events that
they should have celebrities talk more about it, because I feel like the media listens to celebrities more.
Yeah. And the media has the terrible habit of whenever it's about Mom. Okay. Whenever it's like about disabled people, they have the habit of turning it into inspirational porn. Have you ever heard that term?
What?
Have
No.
you? It's basically, let me look this up. Inspirational porn is the portrayal of people with disabilities as being inspirational to able-bodied people on the basis of their life circumstances. So basically, that non-disabled people look at disabled people as like here to make them better humans.
Interesting.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Those videos of like the non-disabled boy taking the disabled girl to prom, but then never having anything to do with her after, like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, I've seen things like that where people take disabled people to prom, and then after that it's just like,
yeah, okay. But yeah, that's what it is. I think the media has the habit of doing that, but not talking about the real issues at hand, like for example, like airlines and how terrible they are to disabled people.
you say airlines?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Their wheelchairs and stuff. I think the statistic is like 27 wheelchairs a day get broken.
Oh, jeez.
Which is terrible, because if you're stranded in like a place you don't live,
like, how are you gonna get a new one?
Yeah, and it's not as easy as just calling up someone. Like, it takes time. But yeah, I feel like that education needs to be put in more schools.
Yeah, I agree.
And just in TV, and like, I feel like there's more than there used to be with like disabled models.
Yeah.
Even though some people don't like it, Candace Owens.
I'd be like, suck it up, y'all. We're human.
Yeah, she said that it was stupid.
Who did?
Candace Owens.
I don't think I know who that is.
She's like, remember when Kanye West wore that White Lives Matter shirt?
Yes.
She was the one in the picture with him.
Oh, okay.
She's like a white wing crazy person. And she's the one that criticized Harry Styles for wearing a dress.
Oh, geez. So she has a problem with like anybody.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think, education is the key in like holding yourself accountable.
Yeah, I agree.
And not become defensive when people are trying to educate you.
Exactly. Yeah, like really listen.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And talking and listening. And, thank you for your patience.
You're welcome.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to follow Charles on Instagram, and I'll make sure to have her stories linked down below. Till next time, bye.